Hello, sweet Scorpio. This is Meredith. I am here with your monthly reading for February 2019. We are using the Vice Versa Tarot. Kind of debuting this deck. I wanted to do a really different deck for you. I was so guided. My guides were telling me that none of the standard decks were going to be right for you this month. So I pulled this one off the shelf. I haven't worked with it a whole lot, but it is a gorgeous deck. And so we're starting with you. Okay, watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. That way you will have the full spectrum of the energy atmosphere that you are negotiating this month. And my guides and angels also asked me to use a nice traditional layout, but to change up the energy of the card positions. So not only do you get the new deck, you got a new kind of reading to go with it. All right, so we're going to start with the current position, current energies, which my guides are calling the now for you. And your first card is the Eight of Wands. I love this card. Dynamic movement, communication, potential travel, incoming information. But I feel, as I look at this, I feel like these are decisions that you made, Scorpio, and now you are heading in the direction of those decisions. You're fired up, your passion's ignited, and you're on your way. And coming with it is the Six of Swords. So you're moving from challenging to really positive. And this feels like a bit of a recovery process. That 6 feels like a recovery process. This 8 feels like you've actually been in that 8 energy for a while, but you haven't necessarily taken a lot of action on it. And it feels like you're making a move, and you're making a significant move. Some of you quite literally are moving, as in moving house, and maybe moving career too, changing the way you are of service. So there's that as well, or you're adding to the way that you are of service. You're offering more in what you do. But it creates really positive movement forward in your life as well. So with that in mind, I want to bring the card that crosses all of this, that my guides are calling the developing now. What's developing as a result of these now moment experiences? And you have the Ten of Cups. So you're moving toward a dream coming true, Scorpio. And it feels as though you have held this dream in your heart for a good long period of life experience. And I do want to say that it feels like some of you gave up hope on it. I don't even like to use the word hope, but I do feel at times your faith was flagging. You know, it wasn't there. And I feel that you were going to just be content with the way things were. Gosh, these are all such tough things to say to you, Scorpio. But you're very deep, you're very complex, and the way you process things is unusual. And my sense of it is for a period of time, and I'm not sure what that period of time is. It's going to be unique and different to each and every one of you who are listening to this. But for a period of time, you just went into your own selves and stayed there. I also feel that the universe kept putting things in front of you. Like things to try, experiences to try. And you considered them all very carefully. And over, again, a period of time unique to you, you began to foster a new dream, a new vision for yourself. And I feel that you opened up your heart space in a way that said, well, if it's going to come, it's going to come. I'm not standing in the way. And here it is. It's happening. And what's so sweet about this is that you don't have a whole lot of designs on it. Meaning your vision for what is unfolding in the now is broad, and it's not so specific, but because it's broad and not so specific, the universe is really surprising you and delighting you. You have genuine surprise and delight over what is unfolding now, what's incoming on those 8 wands, what you're moving toward. And you're doing it so authentically and gracefully and with ease. It's, gosh, we could all take a page from your book right now and emulate this. It would be so healthy for the rest of the signs to do that. Oh, okay. It's lovely. And I can feel that there are many layers to this. There's a whole lot of depth to this. And there's a whole lot of experience to be savored in it. And you're doing that. And there's no rush. There's no such thing as time here for you. Well, for any of us. I just feel like you're riding a wave of bliss. And it is a true surprise for you. And you feel blessed and you feel gifted, Ten of Cups. Beautiful. And you've chosen it of your own accord. As each new thing has been presented to you, you have chosen the highest possible frequency and moved in that direction, and it's creating the Ten of Cups for you. Now, in support of that, the inner work that got you there is this card here, which is the Star. I love this card. It's so gorgeous. And it does speak to what's gone on up here in your Now cards, because the Star follows the Tower. And here we see this woman with 2 water vessels. Sometimes they're cups, depending on the deck and the artwork. Anyway, it reminds me of the 2 of Cups. So there's a divine union going on here. And it first begins in your own heart space. It's your relationship to self. It's your relationship to the universe, the all that is. And this is participating in the river and flow of life. This is you, Scorpio, allowing. You're listening to your guiding star. You're paying attention to your wisdom, your life experience. You're leveraging it. You're applying it to what is in the now, which is so beautiful. But the other point I want to make here is that prior to everything I've just described up here, when the decision was, well, I'm just gonna be here with myself. What comes, comes. What will be, will be. I really do feel that here in the Star card, and this is what inspired you to have the faith to believe in something different while simultaneously going with the flow and accepting whatever the universe had to serve up. That's a tall order for anyone. So here again, this is you, Scorpio, demonstrating extreme grace in the face of deep emotional healing on the other side of what was some sort of grief and loss in your life. And this goes back a ways. So this journey has been quite a long one for you. It's not the first time we've talked about it in the tarot readings, especially the monthly readings. But what we're seeing here is a culmination of all of your spiritual journey work coming into the now and blessing you and continuing to bless you. Now, I have the benefit of seeing these cards because there's 2 sides to these cards depending on how they fall from the deck. My guides are telling me to turn this one over, and I will. Maybe now, maybe after I get to here. But the reason I have the sense is that I can see the 3 of Swords over here. And the 3 of Swords is pain, loss, and sorrow at the heart of a matter, usually a relationship that's been lost in some way. So this recovery process for you was significant. And I know we've talked about it in prior readings, but it's showing up at the end of your reading, and it's showing up next to the World, so we'll get to that in a moment. But I can see, because this is here, how much this has benefited the healing that's ongoing over here, and how it's blessing you now. So we're going to move into the next position, which is recent influences. Actually, no, my guides are having me back up. They do want me to turn this card over for you. So this is the way it fell out of the deck when I shuffled. But the vice versa on this card, this side is, here she is watching what she's dreaming for walk into her life. And that's what's happening for you, Scorpio. Many blessings are walking into your life. A lot of them quite unexpected. But here again is that surprise and delight I was talking about. And it's the divine gift, divine and cosmic gift of the universe blessing your life. I think I'm going to leave that turned up this way. Okay. Recent influences. You have the Five of Swords. This is, it can be petty inner arguments. It has relationship to me intuitively to the Nine of Swords, and it's how we can be really tough on ourselves. This could be negative inner dialogue, and if you consider this, maybe this guy is the ego, maybe this guy is your spirit. How has your ego been talking to your spirit? Well, on this card you can see. But my feeling is that it relates to the Three of Swords over here, and this is what you've recovered from. So you've turned the tables. This is your spirit. Now, we don't want our ego in this shape either, so it's a process, right? Recent influences. My feeling there is that you have changed up the energy. You changed your heart space frequency to something that's so much more beautiful and empowering. That's what I feel, Scorpio. You are feeling empowered within your heart space, and you're living from there. Now, we can give the ego a little bit of love so it's not slumped on the ground like that, but like I said, it's a process. So the recent influences have an effect on the potential oncoming, and what you have there is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is the card that tells you to keep doing what you're doing because it's working. You're becoming a master at this. Isn't that good news? Short, sweet, simple. Because you've changed your inner dialogue, because you've kept the faith and you're seeing evidence of dreams fulfilling and being surprised and delighted by what the universe is delivering and how you're moving forward with all of that. You've changed up the way you speak to yourself, how you treat yourself, how you broadcast yourself even in the world. And this process is found in the Eight of Pentacles. And it's an amazing journey that you're still on. And you're going to keep going because it's creating all this beautiful life bliss for you, which we find in the outcome card over here with the World and the Three of Swords. So what I see here as I look at these cards is that you have brought joy, reward, faith, happiness, pure intention, love to your Three of Swords moments. And there have been many of them through your past, Scorpio. So it's not just one thing, it's many things. But this is you really bringing the world to your own feet and using that energy to heal yourself and then create your Ten of Cups, your star, all of it. So you're moving forward with joy, with grace, and in bliss. Wow. Beautiful. Congratulations. Again, I just did Libra's reading before yours, and I'm so happy to be saying congratulations in most of the readings. This recent eclipse really has been a life changer for so many, and we're seeing so much energy shift and change in a favorable way, and the blessings are raining down on us, and I really do see that here in your cards as well. So I'm so happy to say congratulations. All right. Let's move on to angel answers for you. Just like the daily readings, this is your opportunity to ask a question while I shuffle. here we go. First card. This card is turned up a lot in the readings. Trust. Yeah. Trust that Eight of Pentacles. Trust that you are doing the right thing, making the right moves, heading in the right direction. Next card. You're ready. You're ready for what's being delivered here. You're ready for these dreams to come true and walk right into your life. Right now I'm wishing that the Scorpio reading was my reading. Okay, next. Abundance. Yeah, it's just going to keep coming, Scorpio. This cycle is not ending. There's no time limit on it. Okay, last card. It's an affirmation card. Feel free to use it the whole month long. Coming to you from a new oracle deck called the Wild Offering Oracle. I love this deck so far. It's very healing. It's great for meditation. You get empowerment. Oh my goodness, I just said you're feeling empowered. That's awesome. Okay. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power, star card. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dearest divine. There it is. That's wonderful, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Do take a peek at your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos, as I said earlier. And have a blessed February. Bye for now.